Hey everyone, Jason from Alphatone Audio back again today, and I just want to do a quick video. I want to give you a few options on MIDI cables, and when we talk about MIDI cables, we're talking about basically anything with 4 conductors and a shield on it, which is a little bit ironic because the official MIDI specification only uses 2 conductors plus the shield. Whenever I wire up MIDI cables, I always use all 4 conductors because there have been a couple manufacturers out there that have used those 2 additional conductors for like phantom power or device power, something like that. But they're actually not part of the official MIDI specification. So you can, most people, 99% of the time, you can actually get away with just using standard microphone cable, 2 conductors and a shield to wire up your MIDI plugs, and it's basically just these 3 connectors in the middle. The 2 on the very top on the 5-pin DIN are typically not used on MIDI cables. But like I said, if you want to wire all 5 up, that is perfectly fine, and that's generally what I do. But as far as going back to the actual cable options, over here on the left we have my standard, which is the Mogami W294-8. It's about 5 millimeters across. It was about the size of like a standard like medium duty mic cable, which I really like. It's very flexible, high quality, all that. But because MIDIs is becoming more and more prevalent on pedal boards or smaller devices, especially if you're getting to like TRS MIDI or something like that, and you want to do your own cables, you may want something a little bit smaller. And that's where these 2 options over here come in. This first one is from Bestronix or BTPA. This is their CA-0363 cable, which is about half the size of the Mogami. It's just about 3 millimeters across. It does have a very, very tight braided shield on it, so it is pretty durable considering the size, but it does still have a good amount of flexibility, so it is pretty easy to work with. And after that, we have another option from Mogami, which is their super low profile MIDI cable. This is the W2929. It is under 3 millimeters. Again, super flexible. We're back to the spiral shield on this one, and just everything is, again, color coded, 4 conductors plus a shield on that. So just a lower profile version of their larger 2948. So the other thing about MIDI cables, you don't always have to use them for MIDI. I mean, you can use them for any type of control signal that you need to. For example, if you have an amp foot switch that has more than 2 buttons on it, you're going to need more than just a standard like tip ring sleeve connector for that. For example, I just did a cable for an owner of a PV5152 that has the 3 button foot switch on it, and that actually uses a 7-pin as opposed to like the standard like 5-pin DIN. That actually had a 7-pin DIN on it, but again, you didn't use all 7 pins on there. It only needed 5 of the pins wired up, so you could actually use this MIDI 4 conductor plus shield cable for it. So there's a lot of applications for this kind of cable besides just standard MIDI. So just something to think about with your MIDI cables and how you can use them above and beyond a standard MIDI signal. So that's all I have for this one. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.